So then you can engage him by asking him another question is, where are you in all this? Where are you? Yeah, it says he's right here. Right? And so people like it, they'll look at it and they'll think, oh, where am I? And sometimes they'll say here, and then, you know, if it's a father, their son will come up, no, Dad, you're over here. And, you know, they get into it. But they identify with it. It gets them absorbed. So you want to show them the picture and engage them in that process, right? Next step, ask them a question. You've heard of karma before, right? Ask me.
You have heard of karma, right?
Yeah, I have. And then you can ask, what does it mean to you? Ask me.
What does it mean to you?
And then, now here comes the part where you can compliment people. Because everyone, well, most people have heard of karma. So I'll say, you've heard of karma before, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Some bad activity I do, something comes to me.
Some bad activity, something comes to me. Say it again.
Some bad activity I do and some reactions come to me.
Okay, so now, he's given me his definition, so here's the next thing. Whatever he says, doesn't matter what it is, I go like this. Whoa! That's a really good way to put it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again. You've heard of karma before, right?
Yes.
What does it mean to you?
Some bad activity I do and I get some reaction.
Whoa! That's a good way to put it. Okay, now all of you get ready because I want you to dramatize this. Get ready. Are you ready? Okay. Ask me. All y'all ask me, you've heard of karma before, right? Yeah?
What does it mean to you?
Well, you know, kind of like stuff's moving around and there's things happening and stuff like that.
Wow!
Very good. Try it one more time. Ask me again. Come on.
Have you heard of karma before?
Yeah, yeah.
What does it mean to you?
Oh, you know, things go up and down and around and everything like that. Yeah, there you go. Like really lean back. There's going to be this pent-up energy because you know you're going to come out with this, whoa! And they'll feel it. And it's building up to that. And you ask them about the karma thing, whatever they say. And if they don't know anything, if they don't say, I've never heard of karma, it's really rare, that's another exception. But you can say, like, you know, you've heard of it, what goes around comes around, and say, yeah, what goes around comes around, whoa! Give them credit. That's a really good way to put it. But really lean back and you can't over-dramatize this. Really get into it, okay? Then the next thing is to show them this picture. There's a picture of a man with a cow's head and a cow with a man's head right in the book. And familiarize yourself with where these pictures are so you can turn to them quickly. And you can show people, look, here's a cow with a man's head and a man with a cow's head. Look, violence breeds violence, right?
Violence breeds violence.
And generosity breeds generosity. And now comes the humor. You ready for the humor?
Yeah.
Okay, so the humor comes part. There's a picture right behind the universal form of this yogi. Have you seen the yogi before? Yeah? He's been sitting for a long time. Okay, now you can ask people, so what do you do professionally? Anybody here work?
Engineer.
What kind of engineer are you?
Electrical.
Electrical engineer. So they say, I'm an electrical engineer, and then you say, really? This guy used to be an electrical engineer. Anybody else here work?
Yes,
Yeah?
I'm an engineer too.
You're an engineer too. What kind of engineer are you?
Mechanical engineer.
And where do you work?
Oh, in general, in real life you're asking?
Yeah.
Then I am an IT person. I am
IT, what company?
Deloitte.
Deloitte.
Yeah.
This guy used to be IT in Deloitte. So you'll find that you ask people, and if you're really specific and ask them what they do, and you show them this picture, 50% of the people will laugh right away. And the other 50% of the people say, really? And then they say, no, not really, and then they laugh. 100% of the time they laugh. And as soon as they do, that's when you close the book, and you hand it back to them, and you say, we don't sell these like in a bookstore, but if we did, how much do you think it would be? Now you see, there's a timing thing, because as soon as I tell the joke, they're laughing, right? And then just as I'm handing the book back to them, I said, we don't sell these like in a bookstore, But if we did, how much do you think it would be? Want to see it again? Because see, the thing is, they might be thinking in their mind, is this for sale? And as soon as I'm handing the book back, I erase that by saying, we don't sell these like in a bookstore, but if we did, how much do you think they would be? Okay? So that's a valid question. How much do you think it would be? So what do you think people say when I ask them that?
They say $50.
They say, I don't know. A lot of people say, I don't know. I say, I know you don't know, but just give a guess. So then they'll say,
Then some say some $20.
$20. Then we say, that's pretty close. What's another amount? How much do you think these would be?
100.
That's pretty close. Whatever they say, I say that's pretty close. If they say 100, I say that's pretty high. But then the next thing is, I said, but we don't sell it. We just take a donation. So if you give a donation, you can take it with you. We don't sell it.
We don't sell it.
So if you give a donation, you can take it with you.
You can take it.
And then I explain to them, because some people hesitate, they'll say, the only reason we ask for donation is because when you give something in return for spiritual knowledge, you get 1,000 times the benefit. Okay? And what's this a benefit for? Why do you need the money? It's for the printing of the books. We spread love of God. We help people who are suffering all over the world spread peace and unity throughout the world. You can use any of these. They're very general. Then, of course, what's the next part after they give a donation? In engaging them.
Thank you.
That's the last part, thinking.
Giving prasad. Thank you.
Teach them the Maha Mantra. So ask them this question, do you believe in the power of prayer? Ask me.
Do you believe in the power of prayers?
Yes, I do.
Let me teach you.
Okay, now teach me.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
It'll be a mantra card, and you can hand the card. Do you believe in the power of prayer? Yes, I do. Here, please repeat after me. This is a beautiful prayer from Sanskrit that wakes up love for God within your heart. Teach them the Maha Mantra. And give them prasadam. We'll have prasadam to pass out when we go on Sankirtan, and then you can distribute that to people. Say, here, take this prasadam, and then get their name. Write their name down in your book for follow-up. And thank them at the end. Thank you very much for taking your valuable time. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Here are a few tips. How to overcome obstacles. Fear of rejection, shyness, pressure to perform, laziness, and the obstinate mind. Generally, all of these can be overcome by good association. If you go out with the Sankirtan party, laziness can be overcome. The pressure to perform is overcome by being an instrument. Don't do this for some kind of result, but go out simply as an instrument for Krishna. Same with fear of rejection. And the obstinate mind you can do by tricking the mind. If the mind doesn't want to go out of the comfort zone, tell it it's just you're going for a walk. You're not going for book distribution. And when you get out there, you can pull out your books and start distributing. Attend seminars. That's what you're doing right now. Give yourselves a hand. Learn from others. You'll do that today too. Learn from your mistakes. That's very important. Don't expect that you're going to be great at this when you first start. You make lots of mistakes, and we're not in it for the result. Just learn from your mistakes. Write down everything you learn in a little journal, and you'll benefit from that over the years. Keep good association and practice. As you practice, you'll get really good at this. Here's a few comebacks. They say, I already know about this. Do you ever meet somebody? You show them the Bhagavad Gita and you say, I already know all about this. You've met somebody? So we say, that's great, I can tell by looking at you. So you honor their objection. Always honor the objection and then move on. I'm a Muslim. Oh great, then I'll show you this one. So a lot of times we'll show somebody a book, and as soon as I hand it to them, they'll say, I'm a Muslim. Oh, you're a Muslim. Great, I'll give you this one then. And then you take out another book and show them the next book. I made a faux pas there. I said, I'll give you this. We never say give, we always say show. So you take the book back and say, I'll show you this one. So you've taken the book back, the one they've rejected within their mind because of their designation. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm a Hindu, this, that. Whatever it is, then you take that one, show them something else, and then go on presenting. And oftentimes that removes the objection. Are you selling this? We refuse to sell it. It's too valuable to sell. We just take a donation.